Welcome back to the Facts Matrix. Today, we're diving into the legendary tale of Spartacus, the gladiator who dared to challenge the mighty Roman Republic. His story is more than just an action movie plot. It's a powerful saga of courage, strategy, and the undying thirst for freedom. So, buckle up as we uncover 10 amazing facts about the man who shook an empire to its core. Let's start with a surprising twist. Before he was ever forced into the gladiator's arena, Spartacus was actually a soldier in the Roman army. That's right. Born in Thrace, a region in modern-day Bulgaria, he served as an auxiliary soldier, fighting for the very empire he would later defy. But his path took a dramatic turn when he deserted. He was eventually captured, enslaved, and sent to a gladiator school, a cruel irony, training him to fight for Roman entertainment after he had once fought for Roman expansion. This brings us to his legendary escape. In 73 BC, Spartacus wasn't willing to die for the amusement of others. He and about 70 other gladiators orchestrated a breakout from their school in Capua. They didn't have swords or shields. They armed themselves with whatever they could find in the kitchen, knives, spits, and other makeshift weapons. They fought their way out, overpowering their guards and tasting freedom. This single act of defiance lit the fuse for what would become the most famous slave revolt in Roman history, known as the Third Servile War. What started as a small band of desperate fugitives quickly snowballed into something much bigger. Word of their escape spread like wildfire, and soon thousands of escaped slaves, poor farmers, and others oppressed by Rome flocked to join them. This ragtag group grew into a formidable army of over 70,000 people. They didn't just follow Spartacus because he was a powerful gladiator. They followed him because he was a brilliant leader who treated them with dignity and respect as people, not property. He gave them hope, and with that hope, they achieved the impossible. Against all odds, Spartacus led his army to one stunning victory after another. He repeatedly defeated elite Roman legions sent to crush the rebellion. The Roman Senate, which initially dismissed the revolt as a minor problem, was now facing utter humiliation. A man they had written off as a mere slave was outmaneuvering their best generals and proving that the spirit of the oppressed could be more powerful than the might of an empire. Spartacus's success wasn't just about brute force. It was about brilliant military strategy. He was a man of brains as well as brawn. He took his disorganized army of former slaves and laborers and transformed them into a disciplined and effective fighting force. He used clever guerrilla tactics, ambushes, and his knowledge of the Italian terrain to outsmart the seasoned Roman commanders, who consistently underestimated him and his followers. He proved that leadership and ingenuity could triumph over conventional military power. At the height of his success, Spartacus had a clear plan: to lead his people north, over the Alps, and out of Italy for good. This would have given them a real chance at true, lasting freedom, allowing them to return to their homelands. However, this is where a fateful decision was made. Many of his followers, emboldened by their victories, wanted to stay in Italy to continue raiding and plundering the wealthy Roman estates. This division in purpose and the choice to turn back south would ultimately seal their fate. The continued success of the slave army sent shockwaves through Rome. The Senate grew terrified. In their desperation, they turned to one of the wealthiest and most ruthless men in the Republic, Marcus Licinius Crassus. They granted him extraordinary powers and a massive army with one simple command: end this rebellion at any cost. Crassus was determined to succeed where others had failed and restore Rome's honor, no matter how brutal the methods. The final tragic chapter of the rebellion unfolded in 71 BC. Crassus managed to trap Spartacus's army in the toe of Italy. Pinned against the sea with nowhere left to run, Spartacus and his followers made their last stand. Accounts say that in the final chaotic battle, Spartacus fought with incredible ferocity, attempting to charge directly through the enemy lines to kill Crassus himself. Though he was ultimately overwhelmed and killed in the fray, His final moments of bravery became the stuff of legend. What happened next was a grim and horrifying message from Rome. To make an example of the rebels, Crassus ordered the crucifixion of 6,000 of Spartacus's captured followers. They were hung on crosses all along the Appian Way, the main road leading into Rome. For miles, travelers would witness this brutal spectacle, a chilling and unforgettable warning to anyone who would ever again dare to rise up against the power of Rome. But despite the rebellion's brutal end, the story of Spartacus did not die. Though he lost the war, he won a permanent place in history as a powerful symbol of the fight against oppression. His incredible journey has inspired countless books, plays, and, of course, the classic 1960 film that gave us the iconic line, "I am Spartacus." His legacy is a timeless reminder that the desire for freedom can inspire ordinary people to do extraordinary things. And there you have it, the incredible story of Spartacus, the gladiator who shook an empire. From soldier to slave to rebel leader, his legacy continues to inspire the fight for freedom and justice around the world. Thanks so much for joining us on the Facts Matrix today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And ring the bell so you never miss our daily dose of amazing facts. We'll see you next time, when the Facts Matrix brings you more facts about people, places, and beyond.